customer experience is a win-win. It's good for customers, good for employees, good for companies. It's such a, it's such an inspiring area to work in.
There's a lot to be done.
They are being called the 14-year overnight success. Husband and wife team Amy Pressman and Borge Hald founded the software company Medallia back in 2001. Now Forbes magazine is calling the Palo Alto-based company a tech unicorn that's reshaping its industry. Now, a unicorn is a term used for privately held tech companies valued at more than $1 billion. But industry experts and the Medallia founders themselves say, don't get hung up on those numbers. Instead, get excited about how they are helping customers get what they want and empowering companies to do better. Recently, I sat down with Amy and Borge to learn more about Medallia. For people who aren't familiar, what is Medallia and what do you do?
So we are a software company, and we build software that makes it possible for companies to dramatically improve the customer experience for their customers. This is something that right now is super, super important. Just right now I saw some research that came out showing that 80% of companies now believe that this is the #1 thing that they're competing on. And this is up from 30% only a few years ago.
Some of your customers include Nordstrom, Mercedes-Benz, Delta, Four Seasons, Marriott. Let's take Marriott. What do you provide Marriott, and then what do they do with that information?
So we gather all the customer experience. So we gather it from surveys, we gather it from social media, we gather it from systems that a company has, like point of sale systems, and then we wire it so that thousands, tens of thousands of people in that company get the data that's relevant to them and they can take action on it. So basically what we're doing is we're unleashing the whole company to improve customer experience rather than just a customer service department. What we're doing that's different is we are enabling action, so innovation and improvement at scale across a huge company. So we're enabling up to 80,000, 100,000 people to make improvements each day.
Let's talk about perseverance. You two had a rough start. It wasn't easy, but you kept at it. Tell us about the beginning.
Yeah, so in the very beginning, we were focused initially on the hospitality industry, and we went and we pitched our idea to Hilton Hotels. And it was at that point a concept. We came back and the next day was 9/11, which obviously had a huge impact for this country and was a terrible moment for all of us. But it had a dramatic impact on the dot-com bubble and the funding available. It had a dramatic impact on hotels and the hospitality travel industry. So it looked pretty bleak when we started. But we were so committed to the idea of helping companies deliver better customer experience that we got through it.
So what's next for Medallia?
I talk to the company about this all the time, is let's not get focused on valuations, right? Valuation is not why we started the company. We started the company to change the way that the world operates, the way companies operate. The solution that we have, there's so much to be done, and one day it'll be as prevalent as all of those.
Yeah, we're just at the beginning of the journey. So we're just continuing to accelerate the growth and deliver great to our companies and by extension to their customers.
And they truly believe that.
Wow.
They're not focused on the money. They want to change the way customer service is done here.
But how does that not spill over into the dining room at night, being a husband and wife, and I mean, like you said, $1 billion business.
I think it does, but when I asked the question, how do you make it work,
together,
husband and wife team, right? Amy laughed, and Borge was like, you know what? We have these distinct skills. They complement one another. It works well for us. And they can actually, when you're at home, have someone to talk to about work, and they know exactly what you mean.
Interesting.
Yeah, it works well for them.
Some couples
obviously
probably wouldn't be able to pull that off, but
exactly. And Borge said that I don't recommend it for everyone, but for us it works.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Gabriel.
All right.